Alright. Oh no, not this map. What are we getting ourselves into? We have the meme crew over here. This is a community, well, mini community game over here. We have the low amp playing as the Mayans. We have Cheeseburgers playing as the Magyars. We have A12C5 playing as the Bulgarians. Their opponents in this particular matchup are Pax AoE playing as the Koreans. Would not be surprised if Koreans went for some sort of a tower rush. Chinese being played by Ronald Jenkins, no, Ronald Johns. And in the red, we have AANNAA playing as the Teutons. I don't know if that's like a dirty joke of some sort. And look at this. Red's already starting a team wall over here. And is Orange going to be doing a team wall over here as well? I wonder. This is quite strange. Yeah, Low Amp is having none of this. He's like, no. You don't team wall over here. And going to stone, that to me indicates towers immediately. What are the rest of the boys going for? Okay, so towers probably over here. We have Cheeseburgers playing as Magyar, so probably gonna go for some sort of scout action. Why is the scout not doing anything in his base? And it looks like, okay, are we gonna see any? Yeah, okay, militia are being produced and feudals clicked. So this is going to definitely be a man-at-arm rush on Orange. And why would you wall on this map? This is not a team wall kind of map. Maybe they thought it was Lombardia, but I definitely expect that these militia that are soon going to be men at arms in about 25% are going to be able to get into this wall. Oh my goodness, Orange is desperately walling over here, and here they come. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Oh, poking the wall. Gonna have to repair behind that. All right, that's all good and well. And yeah, the Wallingville does not get taken down. That's very fortunate. These guys are chased off of walling duty as well. And actually not that bad damage for Orange in this particular situation. Now I'm going to have to focus all over the map. Ooh! Snuck by over there. That's nice. And it looks like, okay, so tower over here is going to be able to break through over here. Those barriers are already in range. And yeah, this is going to be a messy game for sure. Looking for villagers. That woman is probably going to get the axe. Whatcha! Doink! There she goes. And more villagers getting pulled up here as well. I wonder if he's going to try and tower forward. Oh, tower from the Korean now in defense instead of offense. Meanwhile, there is a continual push over here. And even with spearmen and an eagle behind trying to stop this wall off from occurring. Big fight over here, it looks like. Men at arms. Let's see if any one of these villagers is going to go down. Does look like that villager dies. Looks like blue villagers are dying. Yeah, way outnumbered over here. Have to retreat in this particular situation. And it looks like that men-at-arm rush did eventually get cleared up. Actually, this woman could turn around and smack her, but that's beside the point. What happened over here? Okay, did manage to stop that wall from occurring and is now going to slowly tower creep into his opponent's base. This is so annoying if this does happen to you, especially with these spearmen and eagles behind. This is going to be quite powerful. The stone for Red in this particular situation is so far out that he can't take that, and there's no other stone available to him. He actually walled out his other stone. That's why I'm not a big fan of team walls in this particular situation. Yellow's feeling really good. Ronald Johnson is chilling over here. What's happening on this side? Ooh, look at this. Cheeky boy is going to come forward and put a tower right on what seems to be A12C5's main goal, but A12C5's having none of it. See ya. Get out of here. A lot of Vil fighting in this particular map. It's just a lot of craziness that goes on. Tower on that wood line. This wood line is going to have to be abandoned at this point. And where can Red now take wood? Like over here maybe? Or he could even go into this nook over here. Meanwhile, okay, did sneak back, and I don't think this is spotted now. It is spotted, but there are walls up, so that's going to be quite annoying. Can he get into that tower on time? I'm also speeding this up because I actually have to pick up my dog in like 3 minutes as well, and I picked a game to speed up That is so insane and chaotic that I probably shouldn't. Also, what is yellow? What is yellow even going for? Has he produced any military whatsoever? And what is going on with cheeseburgers? Okay, stable over here. Let's take a look at this progression. Is there going to be another tower? Yeah, there is another tower. Counter tower now. Wants to keep this gold safe. That makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, there is an engage over here. Okay, did go for both those positions. Okay, why pick only one when you can have both? And a lot of fighting going on over here. Is creating a wall off back here. And these villas are just passing. They're probably going to want to drop another tower over here. Or maybe on that gold. That gold would also be a nice spot. And green has his scout over here. Meanwhile, there's fighting going on. Whoa! That woman looks like she tower hopped out of here. And just barely manages to get in. And oh, this is wasteful of these scouts. These scouts just need to be pulled to the side for just a moment. Or pulled over here, actually. And then rush them in once that tower does go down. Or once those villagers want to hop out. Because now these scouts are getting cleaned up basically for free. That's not great. Wow, that tower did go up. A lot of fighting going on. Tons and tons of idle villagers from red. And what is... Whoa. My computer doing at this particular situation. 22 villagers for red. Red is definitely in the worst position here. Does have some scouts, but man, there's a lot of pointy boys over here. These even getting a kill. Going for more Vil fighting over here. Red's definitely not a Vil fighter himself. Didn't really get a whole lot done. That tower did go down. These guys are going to rush down this tower, and it doesn't look like the Korean player is making a lot of progress, but there is a problem at this point. Both Pax AOE and yellow are up to castle age, which could be quite scary for the memer boys. This tower does go up. I don't know if he's... These guys are like, oh man, backs to the wall. They're in this little nook over here, but can they ever make it in? That tower already getting value right there by sniping down that spearman. Castle Age is going to be reached earlier though, but now Cheeseburgers is up. Probably going to start producing some knights and hopefully can do some damage to yellow, because yellow has basically been untouched. Really weird team walls going on. That tower got cleared up over here, and it looks like low amp mostly is doing some work over here. That scout should be taken down as well. And oh no, oh, people always forget this. You gotta delete the farms that are in range, otherwise when this farm is cleared up, he's just gonna go right over. So 187 food from now, he's just gonna go right over here. What's happening over here? Oh, Idleville's indicating to low amp, hey, these guys got to be collecting farms. I love that he didn't build them right next to here. He's like, no, TC is better. TC is safer. It makes a lot of sense. Ooh, a castle over here. Is that going to be able to get the knight? I would actually garrison at this particular time, but it does look like that tower is now going to get cleared up as well. And it looks like these villagers actually ran over here just to get out. And oof, this is a tight spot for sure. I also just got the indication that I have to go pick up my dog basically now, so I'm hoping that this game won't go too much longer. But war wagons are coming out. It looks pretty good for the memer boys as long as they do not get too much damage dealt to them. This villager walling like a champ, and here come Cheeseburger's knight to clear up that war wagon. He does have a whole bunch of them, but that war wagon is simply going to run away back to the castle, and don't want to lose those knights for free, that's for sure. Yeah, this is going to be tricky to deal with, to say the least. That tower got cleared up, but red is down to 16 villagers. Red is basically going to be out of this game for the foreseeable future. My goodness, what a game we have on our hands. Chukanu being produced by Ronald Johnson. And war wagons over here. We are going to speed this up just a little bit, just because I got to pick up my dun. Oh, no. These knights got in. Your palisade wall's no good. I would just run these around. I would just send one here. I would send one here. I would send one over here to harass yellow. Just want to spread these guys out as much as possible. Don't worry about this tower. Worry about doing eco damage. There you go. Oh, what are you doing? Cheeseburgers, come on. I got to go, man. What are you doing over here? Give him the finishing blow already. Take out their eco. The score actually is still really close. I don't see too many Scorchka games, or I don't know how to pronounce this stupid map's name. I don't see too many of these games going very long. That's why I thought I had time to cast this. Taking down war wagons slowly, keeping those war wagon numbers down. But can they break in to this base? Can they do enough damage? Another TC over there. That's very nice. Doesn't look like... Oh, and immediately a counter tower over here. Stone gates. Probably needs something behind these palisade walls, if I'm being completely honest. What is low amp taking into skirmisher to protect himself? Can low amp make it to castle? If low amp gets to castle, that could be huge. And these knights could actually devastate red even further. Actually to the point where red probably would GG. Would like to see Cheeseburgers use these knights a little bit more effectively to do some serious harassment. And it looks like A1 Su C5 has also decided to go for knights. But this is tough. Underneath all of this fire, that's not super efficient chase. You gotta trap these guys in and clear these up. Yeah, that's pretty good. But man, these guys are taking a lot of shots. I don't think you want to be fighting underneath these castles. Although this you can definitely remove for A1 2 C5. And Castle H has been reached by low amp. And now it's looking pretty good. 5 villagers sniped there from Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers finally getting some Vil kills. Get that woman as well. Get her! And retreat, retreat, retreat. You can't. No, you can't be here. You can't be here. You gotta go back. Oh no, that's not an engage you want to take against Chukanu. Chukanu are beastly. Actually, it's clearing up a pretty decent number of them. Holy moly! Wow, that fight went way better than I was expecting. Did actually force him to hop into that castle. Oh. Yeah, red is super dead. Red is super duper dead over here. Now even having that TC. And that's... Oh no. That's his castle TC. Oh, and the and the skirmishers to absolutely wipe out those Shukanu. They have a push over here going, but as long as the Memer boys can hold over here, they should be able to win this game. They are about 600 ahead. Low amp is slowly, absolutely decimating red. Yellow trying to send these guys over here, but what's that going to do against skirmishers? Skirmishers absolutely counter all of this composition. And is that gonna go? 88%. Can we stop him from getting to castle? 93%. Oh, this is big. This is big. If he doesn't make it to castle, 2%. Oh, he does make it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. If he had stopped that just a minute earlier, then that would have been amazing. Oh, defensive castle over here. I don't think they're going to be able to push through much longer, especially with this castle coming up over here. I might actually be murdered because this game is going way longer than I was expecting it. Another castle coming over here, and eventually should be able to trap. Red is out of this game completely. 17 villagers rebooming in yellow's space. Yellow is running out of space at this point. Meanwhile, this is kind of cleared up. Those Chukanu are slowly getting down, and oh, this is an awkward castle for sure on A12C5. But did actually manage to do some good damage against those villagers. Can he actually snipe one of those villagers? And now has to abandon over here. Probably rebuild a TC there. Archery ranges. I don't know about that. Siege workshop over here. Can low amp push on this side? Can that occur? I mean, red is so dead, right? And it doesn't look like any of the Memer boys are super dead. About 1,000 score differential. And it looks like they want to push on this side. If somebody can make it to Imperial Age, it looks like Pax AoE is actually the first one to Imperial Age, which could be absolutely detrimental. But it looks like low amp is close behind by only a differential of 20%. And that could spell bad news bears for yellow, who is their pocket. If they can push in over here, that could be huge. All that needs to happen now at this point is for A12C free. Oh my God, I hate your name so much. All that has to happen is for A12C5 to hold on. Hold the line. Don't die, and you should be good. But with that, can he do that as Pax AoE is going to be reaching the Imperial Age shortly. Knights over here trying to devastate whatever they can. Whole bunch of pikemen completely out of position for yellow. And gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. No, 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 no. Don't throw your knights away. They're so expensive. Oh, cheeseburgers. Why? Why do you do this to me? Oh, he had such a good number of knights there too. But this composition is going to be very, very difficult to deal with. And trebs are starting to be produced by orange, which could also be very, very bad. That's why it would be so good for cheeseburgers to have those knights to run in, snipe those trebs, and buy a little bit more time. Obviously, Low Amp is immediately going to be producing trebs of his own as well. And wow, this game went all the way to Imperial Age? Are you joking me? Trebs coming out. Where are the knights now, cheeseburgers? Come on, man. Come on. Don't you know I gotta pick up my dog? My goodness, yeah. These need to be sniped. Otherwise, this could be big problems. And with skirmishers, that's not really going to be happening. Need those knights for that. Meanwhile, this is getting trebbed down from yellow, and there's nothing that he can do against Low Amp's composition over here with Chukunu, even with long-handed swordsman. I have long hands. I'm going to be boxing the long-handed swordsman. Do you have any long-handed swordsmen? Once this castle does go down, that could actually spell disaster. Red does have some knights over here, but I think there's even some spearmen still in the mix. Meanwhile, this push was semi-successful. Kind of did get stopped by one conic. Oh, that monk getting a shot right to the back. Ouch. Yeah, this is where those knights would have been super useful. That's going to go down. Oh, was that the imp TC? I didn't even realize. 2 age up TCs almost taken down. And here come the cav. This is exactly what you want to see. Light cav, oh, run away. Now support this with this. Oh, God. If they can get a good engage, this could be GG right here. Got to make sure that these trebs go down. Meanwhile, Low Amp is pushing in over here. Those Chukunu did absolutely nothing to that. Could actually pack these up, put them back in, and start trebbing down some of these eco buildings. Cool, you got two-handed long swordsman. I don't know, two-handed swordsman is not as funny as long-handed swordsman, that's for sure. But long-handed swordsmen, or even two-handed swordsmen, are not that good against mass skirm. And everything is slowly going to be trebbed down on this side. As long as they can get all of this stuff out of here. Get that treb. That's expensive. And you definitely got to pull these back now, or at least try and focus down those war wagons. My goodness, how long is this game? Another castle being constructed, going back and forth, back and forth. Red, has Red boomed back into this game? Red is at 31 villagers, still light years behind. Meanwhile, these cav are trying to snipe trebs left and right. Does do that. And this is going to potentially be the winning push. Even has a spearman out here. Get those. Get those. Oh, and the champions are coming in now. Oh, micro. How's your micro, Low Amp? Oh, pull back and fire. Pull back and fire. Pull back and fire. Pull back and fire. Oh, this is not great micro, but more plumed archers now are coming out as well. Oh man, that was not the best engage from Low Amp. I think he could have done a better job by microing back. But there's so much going on, especially when it comes down to Imperial Age. And he's not called Low Amp for no reason. But yellow has to be focused on this side. That means that it's only orange on this side. And it does look like A12C5 has made it to Imperial Age, and he has knights, and he's going to be trebbing down this castle as well. This is going to go down for sure by means of those knights, and it is absolute chaos everywhere. Holy moly, that's a lot of war wagons though, but those war wagons are going to be taken down by skirmishers. Meanwhile, over on this side, the push has kind of been reset, but there's a lot of archers here as well as, well, I said that, and there's like 9. But the numbers are being upped. It's mass skirm as well from the Chinese player. That makes a lot of sense. I think that's a good call. But taking up so much effort is Low Amp. Low Amp definitely did his part and a half in this particular game. Holy moly. Trying to take down that castle. Gonna take out those Trebs from cheeseburgers. No, one of them does remain, and this castle is going to be cleared up. And slowly but surely, wow, if red wasn't set in the Stone Age, this could have been a way trickier game for the memer boys. It looks like Pax AoE, I mean, say what you want about him, but he pulled his weight for sure. And even the yellow player, who didn't really do a whole lot in the beginning, actually kind of pulled his weight as well. Wow, that's a lot of scouts in light cap, and that's probably going to take this by surprise. Needs way more plumed archers in order to fend this off. Yeah, low amp might actually be in some trouble over here, but if he can produce enough heavy scorpions, he could actually clear that up. Oh, they're just regular scorpions. Never mind. But the pushover on this side is now going to be huge. Hussar raids coming in. There are still halbs, but eventually I'm hoping that this game will end at some point. Wow, tripping on this side now as well. Yeah, take that down. Don't want none of that. I have never seen a game like this go all the way to imp. Normally I feel like it ends in Castle Age. Somebody gets set back early on and it's just GG. Not this time. Not this time. For sure. My wife is definitely going to murder me. I should have definitely picked the dog up already. But I'm just going to have to Hussein Bolt it down to the vet to pick him up. Wow. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Big engage over on this side. Those champions coming in. But those scorpions doing lots and lots of work. Just want to keep those safe. That castle fire even doing a whole bunch over here. And from the back. Oh, cheeseburgers in the clutch. Here to clean up all of those skirms. Wow, that's really favorable. I mean, all of these trebs did get taken down, but how much? Oh no, there were also pikemen in there. This is going to get cleared up, and this side is definitely going to start being pushed by yellow and by red. Red doesn't have a whole lot to contribute, but does have some stuff. 38 villagers still, and went for military. Meanwhile, there is a big push over here. You could honestly just break one of these palisade walls, yeah. And then once this happens, it looks like orange is going to be cleared up pretty dang soon. Even this house getting taken down by skirmishers. Tower's going to be taken down. Everything from orange is bound to get destroyed. And even if low amp were to be completely cleared up over here, it would still be fine, as orange would also be biting the dirt shortly. These towers still doing work. He should have actually upgraded these to keeps. I mean, why not? He has 4 of them. Might as well. It's not a huge investment to upgrade these towers to keeps, and then they protect us even a little bit better and make it more difficult for you to get pushed. But now everything is streaming in over here. Just got to make sure that those halbs don't touch your cavalry, and hopefully this is game so I can pick up my dang dog. Come on, dog. Clear up orange already. Yeah, the score difference is huge at this point, but they are still continuing on. That is not going to be super duper helpful. Can actually just run around there and get these villagers in the back. Doesn't quite realize that. Now this castle is being pushed and raids all across the map, and it doesn't look like cheeseburgers low amp or A12C5 are being pushed at all. They're doing the pushing, and I think that's a good indication of how this game is going to play out in the end. I would once again not be surprised if the GG was called at some point here. Definitely need more military on this side though. Actually, there's a counter push coming here. They need way more stuff over here. That's not good. That means that this game is going to go even longer. Holy moly, moly, moly. That TC just being reconstructed. And yellow completely switched sides over here. That does mean that this side is probably weaker. Yeah, it is significantly weaker. Still only scouts. +2 attack, +1 defense. That's definitely not enough against Hussar with full upgrades from our Magyar player, as well as all of these skirmishers. This is actually a pretty good composition over here. Just run into his eco. Just run past. There's a huge... Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, finally. Finally. Wow, what a game. Yellow gets completely cleared up over here, and the GG is called. Wow. What a game. Let's quickly run through the statistics just so that I can pick up my... You know what? Fine. If you're going to do something, you should do it well. Taking a look at the map. Oh, my daughter, little Poop Lord Jr. is coming in as well. Yeah, she's trying to tell me as well that I need to go pick up the dog. And that is the game. Remember, please keep walking.